Oi, oi, Savloy. We are back. TSM versus NiP coming up on Dust 2. So, TSM, well, I was going to say they look strong on Overpass, Dan, but they look strong on a great many maps, one of which is Dust 2. We said that Karrigan was one of the ones to watch. On Overpass, he was, they had some weird rounds where they had triple AWP and he was playing aggressive AK. But we can expect him to play aggressive AWP. We've seen his prowess through double doors. We even had a highlight of it earlier. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, something that he's been doing for forever on this team on Dust 2. He's always doing it. He's just that's why he's good at it. Practice, 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 to quote Fatality. But the interesting thing about this matchup is that they've only played 4 times, or 3 times recently, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, from what I saw earlier, TSM actually lost versus NiP in Dubai on Dust 2, 16-7, and otherwise they're 3 for 3 when it comes to the results against NiP recently for TSM. So, of course, TSM, they are, what, 23?
What is that picture of Exist? Is he a magician?
23 and 0 now.
Wait, they all have a magician for profile picture. Yeah. Get right up his speed of rabbit.
NiP Magic, mate.
Oh,
Magic.
Christ, they've taken it too far. Well, there goes the pistol round, Dan. Dupree, only one to fall. TSM with a nice pistol, you might say. So, moving swiftly on. See what the players... Who made these pictures? This is actually hilarious. Alu is... okay, this is pretty cool. Anyway, we have to move on. There is Counter-Strike to be played. Anti-Eco/Force Buy here from TSM. KGB on the scout. You can see the rest of the guns there. Device playing the blind spot with the P90. Gonna get Dink though, trying to move around. No plays lost, however. NiP down to 3. Karrigan coming in with an aggressive push once more. Trying to ring some bells. NiP numbers thinning out. Zipnik's going for the barrel play, which might do the job. Indeed it will. 2 assists for KGB at the end there. That was a nothing round as far as review is concerned. We will move on to the third.
Yeah, and more is expected, really, in this position. So, let's see if they can pull something out of their sleeves, James.
Nice, Dan. I like it. Device is top mid. Device is causing absolute havoc. 3-man with a P90. TSM really there's a term in poker which I'll come back to actually. Just quickly let this round play out. There's a term in poker which I think is coined by Doyle Brunson, where he says playing a rush, which I think is absolute nonsense, where it's like, you have a run of good cards. I mean, it's complete random, really. But he says, his theory is, you have a run of good cards and you just play them and play super aggressively and so on. And with the success TSM have been having, maybe we are going to see a continuation of the savage aggression from them. Again, we saw Karrigan playing super aggressive through Monster Tunnel earlier, excuse me. What am I talking about? We will see. Alu, though, with a very nice angle onto Dupree. Presumably he had a good spawn to have the angle before Dupree can jump up onto the platform, where he's guaranteed to expose his chest.
NiP going for the B play. And players out mids. Back here, that mid smoke will cover fairly well. And it brings it to a 2-on-1 situation. Karrigan's kind of far away, though. And Forrest is going to get the bomb planted for his team. They should have a very good defense with those 2 players. And they should be able to get a spot. Karrigan as well, or just the kill. That works as well. So 3-1, NiP will actually win a round. But that said, again, they did only survive with 2 players, so TSM have an opportunity to reset them now. But their buy really sucks, quite frankly.
Okay, so what is Freiberg? Yeah, he's picking up an AK. Alright, so let's see what the players from both teams here. KGB will be the AWPer for this round. Alu is all over the place, and he is quick on the trigger finger. Early advantage, and Forrest looking to just charge towards the A site. KGB trying to position, but he can't do it fast enough. Forrest is just far too deep. Karrigan getting taken down on long, and that's the A site loss, long and short. This round is over already.
Yeah, pretty much 2 fast openings, just completely crumbling TSM. And well, I wonder.
You what, mate?
I wonder if we're going to see a really strong result from NiP right now, because I feel like NiP in this mode where they just don't care. It's like, well, we have nothing to lose. Because do you remember, like, all the time when all the pressure is on them? I feel like I feel like they don't feel like that at the moment. I feel like they feel like there is no pressure on them.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
And that must be very refreshing because you can have more fun with the game if that's the case. And in some cases you can play more to your strengths in that sense as well. But anyway, from TSM's side of things, I do believe that they truly feel like the best team in the world right now because of the way that their results have been going. And that feeling goes really deep as well, right? Really deep down in your kind of psyche. Even if your back is against the wall, you always believe that you can do it.
Deep inside.
And Freiberg's going to look forward to a deagle shot to the face, apparently.
We've seen so many digs on Dust 2 recently. From Dupree, on B as well.
Yeah, it's just about to add that, yeah. Especially from Dupree on B.
2 AWPs for the NiP side. We spoke about the double AWP issue. So not as bad on this map as others, but still maybe a little less than ideal.
The thing as well is that NiP are really good at double AWP T side. Really good at this. It's their bread and butter. Super strong on that. Usually at least. Forest is such a beast with these T side AWPing. But it looks like TSM are cleaning up this round somehow. Karaga's going to find himself the AWP, and Forest and Exist are in a weird position. They got the bomb in dark, and the thing is that I believe TSM understand this as well. So they're just holding the perimeter and waiting for NiP to make a move because they know they've got to go to a bomb site. And well, look how passive they are. They're playing these off angles. It's beautiful to see.
I'm telling you, man, the amount of times having 2 AWPs versus a Nico doesn't work out for the team with the 2 AWPs. Just continues to rise. We saw it in the previous match. We might see it again now. 25 seconds remaining here as we have the CT start to wonder where these players might be.
The time, though, this is going to be really awkward because the time is going to mean that it basically just has to plant. You can't bother faking, none of that. You just got to go for the plant. So TSM, so incredibly disciplined with their play, start to move only as NiP. The exact moment that NiP went to move, so did they. Really good play coming in from TSM in this round. It's just Exist left on the bomb site now against 3 players. And look at the coordination, all in at the same time from all the angles. And I just have to highlight how TSM played that perfectly. They didn't move a single muscle. They had the perfect off angles where they're far enough back, able to play off of each other, but still able to like cut off any pushes from NiP, but allowing them to go into the B site, because in going for the plant, it allows TSM, they hear they're running, and it allows them to attack together perfectly. That was perfect. They played that perfectly, James.
4 AWPs now on the map. 2 for either side. Forest and Alu. Device and Cajun B. See who will get the initial shots. Ali's been winning the duel so far, but now they are on the losing side. Nice spray onto Freiberg, but there's a player on blue who might be undetected by the TSM side. For us to take down Device. There is a player in pit, that's Karrigan, but again you can see Get Right lurking there towards blue. Starting to emerge now, just as Karrigan turns the corner. Got his teammate almost in a position to bait there through double doors, but he won't be needed. Get Right will find the frag. For us to go down to Cajun B on the site, but where's Ali with his AWP? All 3 players for NiP are in fact over towards long now.
And there is Cajun B. Now they might very well boost somebody up on elevator. That would probably be something they've been thinking about, but I guess they don't know how many players are coming along. And there is the first frag. Get Right's going to shimmy on by the edge of the smoke and get himself the second kill as well. Great round from Get Right so far, already on 3k. And in comes Cajun B, looking for the stop. Oh, the flick is not good, and he might not get another opportunity here as these players go for the pressure. Look at Get Right just toying with Cajun B right now, going for the jumps, baiting him out. And, well, there is still quite a lot of time to play with him. And Ali is going to finish him off. So, really nice round from Get Right. And NiP right back in this one, and that's going to reset TSM's economy. But they might force it up here anyway. Yeah, they got the force in. But what do they do with it, James? What do they do with it? What do they do?
We will have to wait and see. Time will tell, you might say. Ooh, I thought he was surely going to get a frag there, Ali, but just about not. Maybe leaving a bit of a piercing of strength on the close of that player. Cajun B in quickly again. TSM in a situation where they need that early advantage with the limited equipment they have, and they get it on short. 2 men down very quickly for NiP before they can react.
Yeah, that's really rough, and not only 2 men down, but he's going to take down Forest and Freiberg. So, you know, that's going to leave the AWPer and Cajun B in a really, really bad position. They need to get the lurker and the leader. If you want to just be very static in how you define the roles of these players, but of course they play dynamically based on the situation. And they are going to go for the A push, and they do have a couple of nades to play with, so they can make this work. They can make this work, and there's no AWP on the side of TSM. They just need some clean entries. Here they go, using Alu first. Great shot from Alu, this guy is good. The AWP, and this is going to take Device down in middle as well, so really nice play coming in from NiP again. Let's get right, looks to clear the Goose and get the bomb planted safely and securely on shot. Carragher gets tagged in the back there, and it's going to be Dupree that will save him. So 3 versus 2, and doable for both teams.
One player on slope for the CTs, the other 2 on short, but as you can see, NiP unable to identify this information so far. Dupree gets taken down by Alu. There's a second one, but he's going to get traded finally by the third. Xyp9x coming in from the back. We'll get the defuse as well, but it's an expensive round for both sides. The plant for NiP will give them that bonus money. We will see what the economy is like at the start of the next round. 2-round lead for TSM.
One thing I love about TSM again is like out of all the top teams, they're the top level team that focuses the most on making sure they play efficiently when it comes to team play. And we've seen that in quite a few situations. The round that I described as perfect was one of those situations where everybody realized that, okay, this is a situation where no one can go hero mode. Okay, we're 4 versus 2, but still, we want to give them as little edges and as little ways back into the round as possible, and they use their team play to do that and to coordinate that. And this is another round, which is very similar. They took the advantage. They didn't mess it up, James. We see that happen quite a lot, don't we? Like, it's like, oh, we got 2 kills, you know, I'm going to push in for a third.
Let's throw it around.
Yeah, it's like, you have an advantage now, just chill.
So NiP very fast. They've got for the force as mentioned. Very fast up to short, but Xyp9x is just large and in charge, facing them on his own. 3 frags for him. Running out of bullets with a CZ, but he's still not dead. He's managed to get behind the box, and he's wasted so much time that the Device has come with a flank on short. That's the bomb in control of the CTs. They've only lost 1 player thanks to Xyp9x, excuse me. 3 frags for him, leaving Forrest alone on long, and Xyp9x will take him down as well. 4K for Xyp9x in that round. What a strong hold by him. But surely he should have gone down there, just in the middle with no cover, facing them all on shorts.
Yeah, and again, you know what, like, I really believe in this idea of this unwavering confidence that TSM have in any possible situation, and because I can go into that a little bit more detail when we actually have some time to talk about, maybe in like the...
It is an eco round.
Yeah, well, essentially I had a similar situation, happened to me in like late 2005, in the Quake 4 days, because I had a team that we basically didn't get beaten by anyone for about 3 or 4 months. There was only one team that could touch us. And after a while, you get this level of confidence that you can never lose. Like and you deeply believe this. I cannot describe it, but once you have that, it just makes you even stronger. And it really feels like TSM are hitting that stride, man. They've got such a sick streak, and the way that they're winning some of these matches, it looks different. You know, it looks different to the way that you would see them playing before. And I have watched a lot of TSM in the past. They look like a different beast right now. I'm trying to think actually, you know, what are the I think TSM might be the top team that I studied the most, probably. Most likely, out of all the top teams.
Alu going AWP with no armor. The AWP will continue on to CSGO as well. No connection through the doors this time. 2 people make it over for the CTs. We'll see if CSGO chooses to peek. In fact, he's over towards B, and he'll be left there solo with a B rotator, playing close mid. NiP can go for those fast mid aggressions. That smoke that Alu's lining up could be for Elevator actually in CT spawn, should they get control of long. Indeed, it's going to start that way. They've got a player pushing up short as well, so these players for TSM are going to be trapped on long. They need to find a frag here.
Nice by Exist. That is pretty strong on long, and now there's a clear path towards the A bomb site. Really awesome entries. This is why NiP are dangerous, man. I mean, Exist is like, he's such a beast when it comes to these rifle plays. Down now, nice flick there from Ali. He's also been so sick in this match so far. And in comes one more, Device. It's just CSGO left now after Device was deflected. So really good round coming from NiP. That's just that explosiveness on that individual skill. So powerful in NiP. It's always going to be the most scary thing about NiP, man. Always. Yeah,
Ali sitting all the shots today. Very novel position on the car there. You know, you can see the bomb was planted for platform. Normally in that situation, the AWP will have to defend the bomb from the platform where Alu is headed at the moment. Just above there, because you need to be up top to see the bomb properly. But yeah, very different angle there. Quite a nice one. Maybe try it at home. Blue Peter style. So 3 rounds away from TSM do NiP find themselves. Alu will buy armor on this occasion. Buy coming out for both teams, lots of nades for both teams, a few kits for CTs as well, so this will be a competitive one.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whether or not NiP can keep this this individual play rolling in, because this round is a different approach for TSM setup. They've actually decided to put pressure on Catwalk, and usually this is a little bit more risky, and so you have to see if it's going to pay off for TSM. It's hard for you to trade properly as the CTs and to fall back properly. And oh, here it is. They're going to line up. They weren't quite expecting that, and it's a 2-for-1. So that actually works for TSM. And NiP now in a position where they do have a couple of smokes, so they can actually execute still. But there's KGB by the slope. Nice bit of nade damage onto Ali, just a little bit of just 20 damage or so. And Dupree's pushed dark. So TSM know exactly what's going on.
Well, who is going to strike first? Device has made his way on top of the boxes here. It's possible for NiP to try and fight a position, but they have chosen to retreat, as has the flank from B. But here comes a flank from A. Carrigan knows what's up, and now all the information is no. NiP know, that TSM know, and TSM, Dan, they know.
Yeah, this is a really cool round from the fact that TSM are tracking the movement so well. And NiP are forced to reroute constantly. Here it is, the first engagement. Get right, going to take down Device. Dupree in a really big position. If he's able to get these frags, he could even slow them down, so they can't even plant the bomb at this rate. 10 seconds left. Ali's going to hit the shot. He's got the bomb in his back. He's got to plant immediately, or else he won't have time to get to plant at all. And Carrigan knows that, so he's got a free, easy approach. And oh, he's going to try to fake the flash with his pistol. Ali's just going to scope him down. Nicely done there by NiP to save that round, but again, it was a very, very cool round just from how TSM showed awareness of where their opponents were moving. So once again, you can never underestimate NiP, and you can have a very dodgy buy here from TSM. Very dodgy indeed.
Forest, AWP, no armor. It's his turn now, see if he can be as good as Alu was. Exist going to get naded into oblivion through long doors. Yeah, right, just coming out again, the blind spot paying off here to the Device. He's going to get traded 3 versus 4. You might say the advantage still with the CTs at the moment. Freiburg's only on 5 HP, but Ali's the one to go down first. Freiburg soon to follow. Forest alone versus 4. Things going to get super hard now. Again, he doesn't have any armor, and he's the last man versus 3, and the bomb's on the floor. Not much going their way at the moment in this particular round for NiP. You can see he's looking for the rotation. Timing, though, he's getting aim punched as well.
The harassment is so annoying. So annoying. Crazy round there. Really crazy rounds. And I mean, Device is just holding that close angle, and he's kind of the unexpected one. You expect the other position a little bit more. And well, he did so much damage there. I think he kind of forced NiP into a decision maybe that they didn't want to go with, which was like that fast push there. It wasn't very ideal for them. And now NiP back to the save. TSM and 8 rounds right now, looking good for that night. TSM holding the lower dark angle with the Device walking, and the quick support there from KGB as well. I mean, NiP though, I think you can say that like 5-6 rounds is not too bad. If that's where they finish.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you, Dan.
I mean, there's pressure on the pistol around, of course, but you know, it's not. It could be a lot worse. It could be a lot. They've had a lot of NiP have had a lot of good rounds against TSM.
Indeed, they have. AWP continuing for the last round of the first half. Only 3 rifles, it seems, unless there's one on the floor. Let's have a look. Yep, NiP going to leave spawn with 3 rifles and 2 deagles onto Forest and Exist respectively. So we'll see what they can do with this. 2 AWPs on the CT side. 2 players towards long for TSM. They do have an aggressive short hold from KGB once more. I remembered my mind has been waiting for a number of rounds, but I'll come back to it in a second. Once this round has been done. So KGB's moved away from short now, and TSM have left 1 player deep into long, which is Carrigan, as you can see there. The entire NiP side all in mid, maybe looking for an opening, maybe looking to pry those mid doors open. You can see TSM have just boosted a player behind that box in CT spawn as well, just in case there is a B rotate. But for now, all the NiP players are on short. They've got only a flashbang left, and that's it. Nice Molotov timing there is going to ruin their plan. And you can see these smokes here from NiP. Presumably they wanted to have somebody jump down into the slope, but by the time that Molotov is done, it's going to be a lot harder. That's their one flash gone. They've still got the player on the slope regardless. KGB misses a shot. The push is coming in from NiP.
KGB is missing a little bit too much here. Oh, I love that shot there from Exist. Ali's going to chime in as well, taking down Karrigan, but KGB starting to connect now. dupreeh working the slope, he's showing himself, but good spray downs coming in from Get Right and Exist. That's going to leave Device ready to clutch. AWP in hand. He's got some nades. Will he look onto the left? Will he look left? No. No, he won't.
What I was going to say is there was a round where KGB was on the ledge looking towards short. And when we were watching TSM play yesterday, they had specific nades which would guaranteed flash people in that position. But we didn't see that from NiP. I don't know if that was a choice in style where they were going for shoulder peaks, which is obviously more risky. Maybe they wanted the engagement there, or maybe they just don't throw the flash there. But we are going to... I expect we're going to see that for TSM. I think Freiberg's going to... Well, as you can see there, he's going to reboot his router, which will take a few minutes. But I'm looking forward to seeing how NiP play on the CT side, if they're going to have somebody, Forest or Alu, holding short in the position we had KGB, and if TSM will flash them out and how NiP will react to that. Because I do wonder if it's just a choice not to use that flash, or they just don't use the flash at the moment.
I don't know.
Because it seems like a strong flash to do, and a standard flash that we've seen from multiple teams yesterday on Dust 2 tomorrow.
Either way though, I mean that's actually a pretty good scoreline I think for NiP. They don't have to be too concerned, because Dust 2 can be quite an unpredictable map when it comes to the economy. And honestly, like I really always enjoy watching NiP on Dust 2, because one of the maps that they play the best. They used to choose it actually all the time. They used to be always picking it, and of course you can see that the AWP strength really works in their favor. Ali was really looking really good today. Yeah, like he was pulling them out of some really dodgy situations, and he was also in rounds that they were losing. Ali was eking out like a few extra kind of like cheeky kills that he shouldn't really be getting basically against TSM. He was playing pretty efficiently, which hurts their economy. And we saw that TSM had lots of rounds where even though they were winning, their buys weren't so great, to be honest. They were stuck on FAMAS or not having enough grenades and so on. So it just made it look like way too awkward for TSM. So they couldn't get super comfortable on their economy and what they had. So players like that is really cool to see. But also everyone from NiP was actually hitting their shots. We had good rounds from Exist, from Get Right. I don't remember any moments from Freiberg actually, or Forest specifically, but yeah, it looked like they were working pretty well together. So 6 rounds on the T side, that's not too bad. Thing is though, TSM have been butchering people on their T sides recently as well. Yeah.
Do you have any expectations for the second half from either side?
I just want to see how the dynamic works with Karrigan, because Karrigan with that AWP, that's so fun to watch. Just going through middle, because on their defaults, usually you expect the team to pop flash through the double doors as a T side begins to take catwalk, or just before they take catwalk, quick pop flash into double doors, make sure that no one's close to double doors, so you can entry them to make sure that they can't hear you. Basically, you don't want a player just sitting by the doors hearing every step you take. That's a really big advantage for the CT.
Every move you make.
Just. Every move you
did not need to sing it.
That's a really big advantage for the CTs, but we'll scratch the theory for now, because we do have the live action as the pistol round begins. Device is now moving into long with his team. The front man with dupreeh, the double D combo is not delivering just yet. There is one frag as dupreeh is now dead, as well as Karrigan. Things looking a little bit awkward for TSM, and nice movement there from NiP. Just trying to 2-on-1 these players coming in, and Forest is going to tap down the rest of these players from TSM. So beautiful work from NiP. They will also win their pistol round, because I believe that TSM won their pistol round on the CT side as well. And yeah, here we go. We've got the force buy, considering that TSM did not get a plant. So force buy it is. And quad deeks.
It's a good reaction from NiP after losing long. Quick push in short in case it's a split. Take down the play there, then move back towards the site as the T's approach. See a bit of teasing going on there. No, well, Karrigan's down to 13 HP actually. Oh, dupreeh is just ridiculous with these deagles.
He like slid on his knees there, James, and just like capped the guy in the face. That was ridiculous.
That was indeed. Oh, this nade over the top. It's going to put Karrigan down to 3 HP. Very unlucky there for, I think, Get Right, who it was throwing that grenade. P90's coming in through the double doors, and TSM going down one by one now. These deagles, though, ever dangerous. Zipnik's coming in with a deagle shot onto Alu. So many deagle kills in the last 24 hours or so.
Yep. Indeed, it's a much more dangerous weapon. You can, and it's quite cool actually that we're seeing the deagles, because they are in a pistol that can one-shot people at these huge ranges. So it makes them quite viable on a map like this to kind of go for a deco. So I love that. I love it. KGB just teasing right now, and you can see that distraction actually could help out Zipnix, who's by the long area. And indeed, it did distract Exist just strong enough. Oh, nice snap there. And that's going to be the finish one to Exist. Now, it's going to be really nice here from Zipnix, but he's going to get taken down. And they did get 3 kills, though, with the Deagles. So that's more or less job done. I think 3 kills is pretty fair. And we'll see them going for a P250 eco now. And, well, TSM, quite scary on these pistols, I must say, but there's no nades here, James, for them.
Indeed, there are no nades. So, let's see what NiP can do. We've got a close quarters engagement coming your way soon. Exists just waiting. There's the first one. Will you wait for the second? Cajun B has a top-down advantage, but there's a flank coming in through B tunnel. That's Get Right going to get the frag onto him. 5 versus 3. Zimnik's down to 20 HP. He should be disappearing soon. But he and Device actually are coming in with a bunch of frags. We saw this yesterday. We're seeing it again today. NiP down to 2 players, losing bodies and bodies again. Device has an opportunity here. And again, the CTs are not currently together, so they can get some 1v1s. He can.
Yeah, Device is just going to run away. Be spotted. And he just wants an engagement, really. He knows that winning this round is nigh on impossible, so he just wants to try to get a good engagement. Oh, nice tag on a Freiberg. Goes the instant reload, which is going to prove problematic if he gets caught by Ali. But again, another sick round for damage. 3 kills on both rounds. So if we look at NiP's money now, they are going to be spending more or less all of it trying to replace a lot of these weapons. And, oh, Exist goes for the auto sniper straight away. That's something Exist used to do a long time ago. He's probably one of the guys that first started really using auto sniper a lot in professional play on Dust 2.
So, NiP are going to abandon long, actually. That flashbang starting to creep back now. Freiberg leading the charge. Nobody there for TSM. Let's see how long they can hold those 3 CTs over towards A. TSM close to mid doors now with the 5 AKs. Starting to clear short. We'll see if they go back to double doors afterwards. Yeah, flash coming in there. It's going to blind a few NiP players. Starting to wonder about long. There is a lurker there in Zipnix. And 4 players on short for TSM Exist with the auto. Ooh, he's going to get one. But how many more can he get? He'll make the call that there's a player jumped onto Elevator. Freiberg coming in to support. The lurker gets taken down on long by Alu. 4 versus 2, bomb being planted behind the smoke.
Really good job there by Dupree to get the bomb planted. You see him looking into the box, so he's harder the headshot as well. Nice snap on to Get Right. 3 more players to deal with. He's going to turn to Ali's position, and Ali will tap him down with that AK-47. But again, 2 kills, bomb plant. They are likely going for the force here because they've lost, what, 3 rounds? How many rounds in a row now? 19. Okay, so yeah, 4th in a row, so that's 2,900 plus the 800, which is 3,800, 3,700. I can't do maths, James.
ABC.
So just ignore that. Help? But you guys can see that they had between 3,800 and 4K, so whatever. Whatever, it's good enough. And of course that does mean that they're going to force it up. And the thing is that they can still capitalize on all the damage that they've done and reset NiP. So that's what they're looking for. Exist back on the auto sniper. I guess the teammate had picked it up for him. Very expensive gun. And TSM going for a bit of a default at the moment. Still looking forward to that Karrigan AWP, but their economy has kind of been sucky so far. So that's why we haven't seen it yet.
How much is the Negev? Is it 5,800?
5,700, I think.
5,700, oh, excuse me.
I think so.
Well, the fast play is being attempted by TSM here. Forest, though, has the angle. There's one. Can he go for the retake? He's got multiple people facing him. Still gets the 1 versus 1. Freiberg coming in for the 2-man and the bomb. Forest to finish.
And that round was over quickly, but that shows you that the coordination in TSM was good. Because they should all be dying at once. That's kind of the point. Or you know, maybe there's one of the pushers on either side is successful, but in theory they should all be dying at the same time-ish if the coordination is good. So I like that. I also like the TSM when they were moving on top mid and trying to Well, hold that thought. We do have an aggressive push from Alu. Straight up middle, he's doing a bit of a shot key, and he's going to find himself a kill. So this is, we talked about this earlier, playing your anti-eco aggressively, even if you're on the CT side, I really like it.
So the bomb is in control of T's, and CT's thrown, everyone's dead for TSM. So 12-9, NiP leads, and TSM going for the insta-buy as soon as they spawn. Feeling the pain of these deals is Forest, it seems. So, double AWP and auto sniper coming out for NiP with 2 AKs to boot.
Yeah, it's actually cool seeing Exist top fragging at the moment for his team. Tag. Device is down to 39, and TSM are slowly but surely getting position on Catwalk with Device. Again, Karrigan has the AWP now, so I wonder if we'll start to see that AWP entrying towards middle. There's actually no one there for NiP, so you know, even still, you want, as TSM, you want to get that information that nobody's playing CT, so that you know that they're playing a 2-3 setup, and then again you can decide, okay, we want to play that fast B split because their rotations will take a long time, as they have all the players, multiple players on A, and no one on Catwalk, which they have as well. And they also have the kind of like the lurker, the guy that can distract and delay the rotation on Catwalk as well. So TSM's setting up for a B play right now, I would say, like, that's quite possible, but depends on Karrigan. And there it is, James. That's exactly what we were waiting for.
Yeah, those flashes were never going to go deep enough to avoid Karrigan's angle. Exist going to take off Device's skull. So get right to try and hold things down on the side here. He's got one more player to contend with, but he'll get traded by Cajun B, who's going to get tagged a little bit, well, a lot actually, through the door. So 3 versus 3 retake with an AWP and an auto sniper. This is not something they should really go for, unless they get a lucky kill somehow.
Yeah, it's a beautifully set up round by TSM, but it's also a round that has been brutalized by the skill, the raw power of NiP, and they're moving in for the retake 3-on-3. Pretty good opportunity to make this happen as well. And TSM, I think they know that no one's in dark because they have a player listening. And oh, look at those meat shots coming in from Zipnix and Karrigan. And now it's just Exist there for the auto sniper. He's going to take down Zipnix, but there's not really the time to finish the round with a victory, so he has to run tail between legs with the auto sniper. And yeah.
I'm surprised they went for that with an AWP and an auto sniper and 1 AK.
That's one of those rounds, by the way, where you can take the round, you can isolate it, and just look again at how TSM set up their T round there, because it's a round where they applied a default, they got information to inform them what is the stronger play, and then they allowed Karrigan to do what he's good at, and also set up the coordination in a way that it could all work out together at the same time. Like, that's a lot of stuff going on at once. To coordinate your team like that is hard. It's very understated how difficult the coordination is in this game, actually, between 5 players.
Yeah, I think the mistake was, I don't know if NiP have a coach at the moment.
I don't believe they do.
Yeah, because so then I don't know how much time they get to watch other people's matches with the volume of matches that they have to play at the moment. Because if you saw the TSM plays yesterday on Dust 2, then I don't think Forest will be throwing that flashbang, which is never going to reach the angle Karrigan's standing at. And that was the opening frag that allowed him to execute through the rest of it. So TSM not out of this yet. NiP now playing the blind spot we've seen so many times, but it's going to be checked by Dupree, traded by Alu, however. But there are more players for TSM coming through mid doors. There's a flank coming in though from short, and that's going to be the bomb down for Get Right. He's going to follow up with a nade. Device, guns flying everywhere due to explosions. 4 versus 2. Trying to pre-fire through the smoke here. Got a player pushing towards B as well, but he will go down to Exist. Just Device now versus 3. 2 to find in CT spawn as well. Hiding behind the box. Will it be checked properly? He's indeed going to be flashed. Ali going to run straight past him. Can Device make this work? He's got the bomb as well, and now he's got the A site to himself, Dan.
I don't believe it. That is amazingly sneaky. He's actually going to get a plant here and a 1-on-3 situation. He's got 13 HP though. This cannot happen. There is no way that Device is going to win this 13 HP, but he's going to take down Freiburg now. He's created a 1-on-2 for himself, and he's going to hit the stepping of the next player. Oh my god! Device gets himself another kill. There's one more left in Exist, and he's creeping up right now. That bomb ticking away. Device is expecting shot. I think he had the stepping there. As Exist is going around the slope. Will Device hit the next shot? He's going for the spray now as they play with this angle around the crate. And oh, Exist is going to find himself the kill. But how on earth did Device turn that into a winnable round? How on earth? How dare he do that, James? That should never happen.
That would have been next levels of ridiculous, that would have been patently absurd.
I just thought that was great. Oh, he snuck around the players and got himself a bomb plant. That's pretty nice. He saved the situation. It's like, well, he almost won the round.
Well, there we go. Almost won around, but it wasn't enough. Forest with a great snap onto Carrigan, facing formidable AWPers on both sides now. 2 AWPs on the CT side, 1 remains on device, looking through mid, but there is a short push and nobody's seen it for his team yet. They're just holding up, but Dupree is going to take down Exist elsewhere, and there it is. Freiberg pushing up short, no eyes on short there for TSM. That's the bomb down. Ooh, the wall bang from device is brilliant, but Freiberg is going to shoot him straight in the face. 2 TSM players left, they still have to go and retrieve the bomb, which gives NiP an opportunity to get aggressive. We've got Alu coming up short, but Cajun B is in low tunnel. I'm not sure if they can see each other. I'm not sure where Alu's looking. The flank as well from Get Right. There are so many flanks, Dan.
Yeah, he's about to get ripped by Get Right. Surely Get Right must be, yeah. Oh, he can even knife him.
He still hasn't seen him. He's still, oh, okay, he's seen him.
Do it.
There we go. From the back, the Lannisters send their regards.
So NiP doing a fantastic job against TSM. James,
Dan.
NiP might be about to spoil TSM's.
It's not over until it's over, Dan.
Yeah, but NiP been playing awesomely, because TSM have been playing really well as well. Like, they have been playing fantastically, but NiP is best of 1. So far,
it is hindsight, but I thought NiP might have an interesting matchup here.
they did defeat TSM on this map, but for what that's worth. But boom, Cajun B takes down Forest, and we've seen shenanigans before in these pistol rounds. And they have another deagle on Dupree. Alu on the angle there from Car onto short, and it should be, oh, he's going to spot the first peak, and device will go down. This looks very bad for TSM, I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't lie to you, James.
I would never like to do that. Carrigan is the only one left now. That's a nice angle from Get Right, actually. I don't think I've ever played that angle, so I'm going to have to steal that. Producer Reese tells us that TSM are currently on a 24-map win streak. Is it about to come to an end, Dan? Right here, right now, on Tinternet.
I guess so. I mean, well, very likely. Very likely. This is a hard place to fight back from.
Twin streak started with a win over NiP. Would be poetic if it ended with a loss to their brothers in arms, whatever that means. So we've got 2 AWPs in the auto sniper for NiP versus what you can see here to the right for TSM. And this is another situation. Again, it's not as pronounced on Dust 2, where if NiP lose 1 or 2 plays, then the rest could be very difficult. Device catching exists in no man's land. Going to be taking control of the short area. Going to make it very awkward for the CTs to try and retake it. And again, trying to peek with the AWP versus the CTs is never going to go their way. And NiP getting caught all over the place. I think just too many snipers. This is what is possible. Getting absolutely wrecked. It's going to be a bounty of weaponry for the Danish side as well. Only Get Right remains now. This is a situation where he needs to just do as much damage as possible, but Zitnix is just waiting. Oh, Get Right almost walking into the headshot. Both players taking some damage.
Wow. Oh my god. Maybe, James, maybe it's not over. Maybe the dream is still alive. The thing is, right, is that TSM have such a vested interest to protect the streak. Like, when you have a streak like this, you need to protect it. And they are going to fight tooth and nail to make sure that they do that. It is actually an extra motivating factor. It actually does pay in to how seriously they're going to be playing. Because online matches for teams that are playing LAN finals all the time don't necessarily provide as much pressure as those players then become accustomed to when they're performing their best in those LAN environments. So, but having a streak like this, that's going to put the pressure on. They can't lose it, man, because that's going to suck for them. So double AWP for NiP, double AWP for TSM. Who's going to take it down?
Device the first to get onto the scoreboard here. Zitnix applying a little bit more aggressive pressure towards long. He'll keep people entertained. You can see the bomb is over towards the B bomb site. Nobody in B itself at the moment for the CT side. Get Right coming in, having a cursory look. Alu holding down the mid area, just about escapes with half his health. Being chased by Device though with a CZ once more. Looking towards the window, Get Right's there, taking him down. Now Carrigan's turn for some shenanigans. We know what he's capable of here. We've seen it earlier. We've even got a highlight reel. 3 versus 3. as NiP are actually pushing the flank down short. Carrigan gets the frag on to get right towards no man's land. Freiburg goes down as well. Exists a trade, but now the last two players know where he is.
This is pretty awesome right now from TSM to create this opportunity on the B bomb site. This is going to toss in a grenade. Does catch Cajun B just a little bit. Does exist. Now looking for the first bit of pre-fire to get himself a kill, but it's not going to happen. There's a little bit of health there to that Molotov. Oh, just barely spot the head of Cajun B. He knows one player is by Big Box, but where is the next one? Where has a good depth on the bomb site there, the pre-firing. Yeah, you can see Exist has a good tabs in the situation, but can he get the kills here? TSM is just toying with him at the moment, trying to force him into weird engagements. He's working, and it will force him in, and he'll be forced right back out again by TSM as the AWP is picked up by Zipnix there, and the money is finally broken for NiP. TSM might do this now. They found something. This is what I'm telling you about this, man. Like, it's really hard to break a team in a TSM stride at the moment.
Double mag 7 play for the NiP side could put them on short or close to long doors if they can make it there. TSM going to have a tentative approach again. They can't afford any colossal problems because one round and they are done. So it looks like Ali is going to be in the jumping spot on short. Two players in B. There's a player close on long doors as well. Let's see, where is Get Right? Okay, Get Right's playing. I think he's, yeah, you just saw where he was there. And you can see where Alu is getting flashed. But he can jump and get the information for his team, though. By the time he gets the information, if he's not getting the frags as well, then it may be all too late. Device starting to creep around. Should hear that reload, but when is he going to jump? He's got the crosshair on. He doesn't know it. Device is dancing around the smoke. Oh,
this is going to be interesting. It'll either be glorious for Alu or very, very, very fail. Oh, it's going to be the latter as TSM wipe the floor with NiP on the A bomb site. Man, NiP, they've been playing so well in this matchup.
It's interesting that when we've been watching Device during this game, he's been concentrating his crosshair on all the jump spots, and when he was in that 1 versus 3, that kind of crosshair placement had a lot to do with him almost winning that round. Here we are. TSM heading towards 13 now, Get Right, looking to save what he can here. Again, that's a strong position for him to save in as well, especially with this kind of weapon.
Yeah, crosshair placement is essentially the most important mechanic to train and practice at all times, because not only is it good to like help you keep improving your tracking aim, because you're constantly tracking, what it does is it creates anticipation and visualization of potential attacks, which actually speeds up your reaction times and allows you to be much more focused on creating a picture of what's happening. It directs your attention so well.
Look at the lack of nades here on NiP. This is not going to be an easy hold for them, despite having all the toys out once more. So, going to have an initial 3-man push down long. And once they know it's secure, they will rotate more players elsewhere. Again, we've got an early push or aggression towards mid doors from TSM. We'll see. Expect them to start to push towards short now. You can see Device starting to creep up there. And Get Right's moving towards double doors.
Pop flash in, and here it is. The shenanigans from Carrigan. And the AWP looking to begin to continue again, as NiP have a lot of players in mid. It looks like they knew that was going to happen, and Get Right, I don't even know where that kill came from. He's going to find it from the smoke. Exist finishes off the round, and NiP will end the streak. 16-13, and again, interesting to see. Last time they played NiP on Dust 2, they lost 16-7. The streak began with a win over over NiP. And now, like all things, James, it dies.
Come to an end. They got put into Suplex City, Dan, and they didn't make it out alive. NiP will be in the next match as well versus Envy. That's going to be on Mirage, and NiP are going to be the home team. So they've picked Mirage. So it sounds like a good map for them. Again, you can see they've been having a lot of double AWP recently with Forest. We know how good he is with the AWP. So we'll have to see how that goes after the break. The next match should be starting in just under 15 minutes. So we will see you then.